need you more.
So the secret's out, we're having a baby, and we couldn't be more excited to share this journey with you guys on YouTube. If you guys follow us on Instagram and TikTok, you've probably already seen or maybe even guessed that I was pregnant, because a few people have asked and commented, and it's true. We're pregnant, and I'm 5 months. We're in my second trimester, and I feel like we wanted to kind of like capture these moments on YouTube because it's so fun to look back on when our baby finally comes.
Yeah, super excited. I'm gonna be a dad. It's something that I've always looked forward to, and hopefully it's a girl. But yeah, super excited for this season. I'll be honest with you guys, there's a level of excitement and then also a level of stress just because there's going to be added responsibility, but I thank God for just allowing us to have a child.
We will get into how we found out, if we were trying, all of those like nitty-gritty details that I'm sure people have been wondering, because I think that's always something that people want to know. Like, were you trying? Like, how did you find out? Were you excited? Were you nervous? Did you cry? So I'll include a little snippet of, like a little one, of when we found out, because I knew that I was pregnant, funny enough, but he really like was pushing me to take a test, and I was just so nervous. So anyways, I'll put in his reaction and my reaction right here. I'm about to take a test. Let's just see what it says. I'm fully 5 days late. Oh, I'm 6 days. Ah, you didn't get the digital one? You didn't get the digital test. Okay, so for added precision, I peed in a cup. I'm just gonna stick this in the cup. I'm so nervous. Okay.
I'm not looking.
I flipped it over, you can't even look. It says that you need to check in 3 minutes. Let's just...
Has it been 3 minutes?
No.
Wait, bro. Give it like 2 more minutes.
I'm definitely pregnant.
Babe, hold on. Nah, you're gonna have to time this right.
Nope.
Stop.
1,
Stop.
2.
No, give it babe, it says 3 minutes. Wait for it. Try.
But sometimes you don't even need to check 3 minutes.
It just appears? Okay, hold on. Lord, please. Alright, go for it. You're pregnant.
I am pregnant.
I'm gonna be a daddy. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be a daddy.
Stop.
Let's go.
I do want to talk a little bit about like the weeks before we took the test. So like when we were in Mexico for our anniversary and for this wedding, family wedding, because that's kind of when I had an inkling that I could have been pregnant, right?
Yeah, so let me just tell this story. We were celebrating our 1-year anniversary, and then also my parents were celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary. And so we decided to just go to Cancun with my parents and her parents.
So my parents and us were invited to a wedding, and then it just happened to fall on like the week of our anniversary and his parents' anniversary.
Yes, and so we all decided to take that trip together to Cancun. But prior to, disclaimer, this baby was not an accident. It was definitely planned for. And I had an inkling in me that we were pregnant. But and she knew that too. But going into that trip, we were very cautious, like about a lot of things. And so just because we felt like she had a baby inside of her. So anyway, I don't know if my parents really like could tell, or her parents, but we were being very cautious. I mean, even to like
when we'd go to restaurants and like tell them it was our anniversary, they would just come out with champagne and like
yes,
celebration, you know, like drink. And I was like, you know, I could be pregnant, so I don't even want to take a sip of the champagne.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. And then
Yeah.
also I felt abnormally bloated I just felt so insecure in my bathing suit, honestly, because I was like, this is more than like a period bloat. It was like a...
And then the other thing I remember too was every time she'd like get into the ocean, I'd be like, oh, like just don't move
Protect
a lot.
the embryo.
Yeah, like just don't move a lot. There's something in you. So, but anyway, so we come back from that trip. She tells me to go to Walmart to get the
I didn't want to go with him to take the test.
So I go, and it was kind of, I've never done it. It was my first time ever doing it. So I go in there, and apparently Walmart has this thing where they lock it in one of those shelves, and you have to actually call one of the employees to come and unlock the shelf for you. Yeah, to get the, and it was just the most awkward situation, because the lady's like, oh yeah, you want me to unlock this? And okay, like, and she could tell we were like trying to figure out if we were pregnant or not, and I was like, yo, this is so awkward, why am I doing this? Anyway, I got it, brought it home, she took the test, and I just knew that we were gonna have a baby, but we just wanted that test to confirm.
Yeah, and I think I was nervous, which is why I didn't want to take the test, because I don't know if a lot of people know this, because I haven't really talked about it much, but like, I had a major surgery when I graduated from college, to where I had to get a cyst removed from my left ovary, and it was a major surgery. I was like on bed rest for like weeks afterwards, and when they removed the cyst, it was so big that they had to take my left ovary. In the back of my head, I always had like this fear in my mind that, is it going to be hard for me to conceive? Is it going to be more difficult because, you know, I have one less of something that maybe like the normal woman has? And my doctor reassured me like it wouldn't be an issue, but she did say like, don't wait too long to have a child, and I'm 28, so, you know, I was a little nervous to be disappointed when taking the test, and so you were excited, and I'm glad you pushed me to take it, because it was like a sigh of relief, like, oh my gosh, this actually is happening.
And after she took it and she found out, obviously, you guys are gonna see the video, I reacted in a way that was just hilarious. I just could not believe in that moment that I was gonna be a dad, and I would like get excited and then stop, think about it, and then get excited again. So it was a funny video. But aside from that, immediately afterward, we went ahead and called her old doctor, the one that had done that surgery on you. And then luckily that doctor was available. We went in and we had a conversation, and then that doctor went ahead and referred us to another doctor.
Well, we did an ultrasound there.
We did.
Sadly, we could not get it printed for some reason, because they couldn't print it out for us, but...
It was an old machine, though. I was like...
Yeah, but we heard the baby's heartbeat for the first time, and it was like such a surreal moment, kind of, I don't know.
That heartbeat was strong.
Yeah.
Like, it just, hearing it for the first time, it's like, not only do you have a baby inside of you, but this baby's gonna like come out of you and grow and become its own individual.
I know. So luckily I did have a doctor already that could refer me to an actual practice, and it's been like a great journey so far with that doctor, which has been really nice. I feel like we feel comfortable with them, and overall I feel like my first trimester was really hard, but I'm so happy to be over that like first slump, because now I get to reap all the benefits of being pregnant but not feel like trash.
Your first trimester, I wish like my dad had told me this, or like someone that had children already, but like that first trimester, I found out that like I really needed to like serve her in a way that like would definitely push me. I don't know how to say it, but like there was just, really, first of all, let's just start off with the random cravings that she was having. She would tell me to go to Chick-fil-A and get her ice cream, and then you know, a sandwich, but then also when I come back an hour later, she's like, I want pasta. And so like her cravings are everywhere. And then the moment I'm like, okay, here you go, and I sit down, oh, there's something else that she wants. So there's a part of me that's like, yo, is this normal? I feel like I'm doing a lot, but I called my dad, and my dad told me that it was very normal.
Yeah.
That like in the first trimester, you know, the wife is gonna really want to be taken care of. And so once I understood that, just learning a lot of things as a man, as a husband in that first trimester, and also understanding the full extent of what love is, because I can honestly say that when you're doing this daily, you'll understand what it means to serve your wife. And so, yeah.
I love that. And you've done a really great job.
Thank you.
I feel
Thank
like
you. I did. There was days where I wasn't the best, but like, thank you for your patience.
I think it's also harder for the men to like experience the pregnancy with like their partners, because, you know, first you can't really see or feel the baby because it's growing outside of you, but then also you can't even like physically see the bump. So it's like you just look the same, but you're starting to act very different. So it's kind of confusing. So I sympathize with men, but then also I'm like, oh my gosh, this is very painful.
Yeah.
And it was a little tough the first trimester, but like I said, we're over that slump, and you know, we're feeling better lately. You know, I have been feeling the baby kicking, which is like really crazy. It feels like little like bubbles popping in my stomach. Sometimes it feels like there's a whole like creature inside of me that's just like moving. And I can't even say creature because it's a baby obviously, but it just feels like some like tiny little mouse is just like scurrying inside my stomach.
And I try so hard to put my like hand over her stomach to like just see, like touch
Yeah.
the baby, and it like the moment she'd be like, oh, it's like pushing, or like I could feel it.
Yeah.
I run over and I put my hand over her stomach, and boom, baby's like freezing. It's not moving. I'm like, I can't wait till like
someone says stop. I feel like that's literally
seriously, and I feel like the baby's like playing with me almost. like I just want to feel you. So anyway, that's been really annoying.
Yeah.
And so hopefully, as your stomach begins to expand more, I could really I could touch.
I've finally gotten to the point where like you can see the bump and it doesn't look like bloat. Like it doesn't look like you had a large lunch. It kind of looks like, oh, she's pregnant. So it's kind of cool. And then on top of that, the baby's growing on pace with, you know, the doctor's recommendations. So like whenever I get measured at all of my appointments, the baby's like growing at the right weight and the right weight. Wait, at the right rate. I said
rate. At the right rate.
Weight and rate.
Yeah.
Because, But anyways, so yeah, we will be having our baby next year in January to be exact. And we don't want to like share the date because I feel like it gets kind of weird with people online comparing your symptoms / like weeks and progression with someone else's and saying like, oh, you're doing something wrong, or you know, like why isn't your bump growing as fast because you're this far along. I just would rather, you know, keep it to myself. And then on top of that, when we do get closer to the due date, it's really stressful. I've heard from other pregnant women when people check in on you constantly, like, oh, you're due on this date. Like, did you have the baby yet? And like, how's it looking? You know, obviously, like once the baby comes, I think we will share it with our family in, you know, the right time, but it's a little overwhelming when you do include the whole world.
Yeah. I agree with
stuff.
you. I think you got to be very wise and smart on like what you share and what you don't, what you do not share, because although you are excited and you want the world to know, there's just certain things that need to be kept private for the good of your like mental health, your peace, all that good stuff.
We definitely want to acknowledge, like before we close out this video, that like this baby was very much so a God thing. It was a miracle baby, and we are so blessed and happy to, you know, have this gift of a child, because it's something that we did want. It's something that we feel lucky enough to be able to actually do. And it's been a really crazy 5 months, but I'm grateful that we get to do it together. Yeah, and we'll definitely, like you said earlier, we're going to keep you guys posted, give you guys all the updates, all the way to the pregnancy day and all that, hopefully. Are we going to show them that too? Oh, like you mean like take the camera inside the room? Yeah, just a little bit, you know. I think we should do a pregnancy vlog.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it called? A birth vlog.
Yeah, and another thing I want to say about like just this YouTube channel is the fact that we've captured so many memories from the time we met to to me proposing to you, to our wedding, to just our first apartment together. And I love how we're also documenting this because one day when we get older, we can our kids could just flip to the YouTube channel and kind of see the process and the journey. So that's what excites
so
me,
cute.
and that's why I want to continue documenting these moments.
Yeah, I love that. That's such a good point.
Yeah.
But if you guys do enjoy this kind of content, definitely subscribe and stick around and like this video. I'm going to try and incorporate other types of content too, because I feel like that's what my channel was before this baby, and that's just the kind of content that I like watching as well. But this is a big part of our lives, so expect some, of this content in the future, in the next coming weeks, months. So hope you guys enjoy. Let us know in the comments if you think Baby Worku is a girl or a boy, and any fun name that you guys have for us, because we picked boys and girl names, but I'm curious to hear what y'all think. So have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Peace.